Yo guys, welcome to a new video, and today we are talking about Minions: The Rise of Gru. Alright, who could ever hope that Minions: The Rise of Gru would be one of the biggest movies of 2022? I certainly did not. I thought this movie was going to boom for children and getting audiences full of children, but it turns out this movie is not getting audiences full of children. It's getting audiences full of gentle minions going into the movie theater dressed like this and then f***ing up the movie theater and everything in it. Don't get me wrong, I think the gentle minions trend is quite funny, and I actually laugh whenever I see people in suits coming into my movie theater. Yes, they are a plague, even I have seen those guys. But I don't like it, and I don't think it's even remotely funny to then cheer and clap and everything through the entire movie, annoying the rest of the audience who just wanted to watch the movie in silence or just wanted to have their kids get their first ever cinema experience, to then have a group of people in suits be annoying. If you are alone in your movie theater or your entirety of gentle minions, please clap, please cheer, please be loud. But when there's other people around that just want to watch the movie, please shut your mouth up so they can actually watch the movie. I know you're there for your fun, and I know it is fun, but please think about other people. And the biggest issue I have with you morons, do not leave a mess in the movie theater. When you go, buy your popcorn, but stick it into your mouth instead of up your ass, please. That's all I wanted to say. If you go to the movie theater to watch Minions: The Rise of Gru in a suit, be my guest, but please do not make a mess. You are literally making sure that people who work in a movie theater are going to have the worst time of their lives, even worse than with Spider-Man No Way Home, because those rooms, you could not even see ground under the popcorn, and I have seen a room where 5 gentle minions were. The rest of the room was almost empty, but I have never seen such a filthy room in my entire life. It's not okay. But we're here to talk about Minions. I dressed up for it. I didn't go dressed as a minion to the movie theater, but here I am now. And I gotta say, I am not a fan of the Despicable Me franchise. I like the first Despicable Me. I kind of like the second. The third one is really forgettable. I didn't even know they made it until 2 years after they made it, and a day after I watched the third one, I forgot there was a third one. So that's not okay. The first Minions is just not okay. It clearly let us see that Minions cannot have their own movie, but it was interesting to see how they were going to cram out every single bit of milk out of this cow that is the Minion franchise. And now they made a second one, and I gotta say, it's the second best movie of the franchise after Despicable Me. I really enjoyed certain moments in this. The characters were quite okay. The inclusion of the youth of Gru was phenomenal. It really worked for the movie. It gave us some pretty great moments, and even for the longtime fans of the first Despicable Me movie, it had some things for us too, because it was full of references, it was full of callbacks, it was full of just cameos and stuff, and I really liked that. They were really playing on the nostalgia from the first Despicable Me, and that worked like a charm. That made sure that I really enjoyed this movie. And apart from those cameos and those references and everything else, the movie in and of itself still kind of worked. The story is still pretty lame, but it's for children, and I think children gonna have a blast with this movie. It is fun. And when you are going to the movie theater with your kid or something like that, and you really really hate the minions and everything they stand for like the most normal people do, you're still gonna find some enjoyment in this movie, also because of references not only to the first Despicable Me, but to movies in general. I mean, there was a piece in the beginning of this movie entirely titled to James Bond, and I think I have never laughed that hard in my entire life. It was really great to see that. And that makes sure that this movie and the people making it really know what they are working with. They know what the minions are, what they mean for people. They know they are important for some people and they make a movie for those people. But they also know the people that are going to watch this movie pure for the memes or pure because they have to. And they make sure that they too will have a good time watching it. And that is pretty interesting. And I really like the movie for what they did with that. The story, it's just not that good, but it doesn't matter, but it's still decent enough to hold your focus. The entire kung fu part in the middle of the movie, it felt out of place, but it was still really funny, and I was really enjoying that part. Mostly because of Michelle Yeoh giving a wonderful performance. She was really great. I recognized her immediately, and I loved everything about her character. But it was still pretty fun, even though it was kind of misplaced in this movie. For the rest, everything else, the story of Gru was perfect. The minions and their journey was quite okay. The animation of this movie is phenomenal. I loved what they did with the animation. It looked pretty damn good, and that is why this movie isn't the big flop that I was hoping that this would be. I was going to the movie theater to watch Minions 2: The Rise of Gru to be able to give you one of the biggest rant videos I have ever made, but I just cannot do that because that would be disrespectful to Minions: The Rise of Gru. And that is something I never thought I would say in my entire life, but I just did it. Minions 2: The Rise of Gru is just a pretty decent movie. It's still not good, but it's something that I enjoyed watching and maybe will enjoy even more on a second time around or on the Minions and Despicable Me marathon. This movie is not a movie that you are gonna hate that exists. It's just a movie that makes you interested to see where Despicable Me 4 or Minions 3 will be going. Because the first Minions was before Gru, the second Minions is with Gru, and I do have a feeling the third movie is going to be after Gru, after his death. And I think I'm not ready for that, but I do want to see it. So this movie made me excited for the future of the Despicable Me franchise. And I never thought I'd defend a Minion movie in my entire life. The only thing I ask and the only thing I hate about this is the gentle Minions trend that is going way out of hand, that the people in the United Kingdom even ban people in suits from their movies. It is that far, it is that bad, so please do join the gentle Minions trend. It's kind of funny, but behave. Thank you. And this movie, decent enough. I'm going to give this one 637 out of 1,000 or a 6.4 out of 10. How did you like Minions 2: The Rise of Gru? Let me know in the comments down below because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on this movie. Have you participated in the gentle Minions trend or did you just wear regular clothes when you went to the movie? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really excited to hear your opinion about it. Thank you for watching and goodbye.